Assalamu alaikum, and back to our live session number 4. Today we'll continue with our selection, which is Chip of Glass Robbie, Vocabulary Strategy. Last time we started with Vocabulary Study. Today inshallah we'll continue with, we'll start with Vocabulary Strategy, and the strategy is using a thesaurus. So, do now type your answer in the chat box of Microsoft Teams. Why do you think it's important to enrich your personal dictionary and learn new words? How do you think someone might do that? So, what do you think? Why it's important for us as students to improve our lexile level and to enrich our personal dictionaries? What's the idea of that? Why we should do that? And how can we do that? Okay? You can share your answers in the chat box of Microsoft Teams, or you can unmute your mic and talk to everyone. So, learning intentions of today, we have one learning intention: to be able to use the thesaurus to identify synonyms and antonyms correctly. We have 6 criteria. Name it. I can give examples of synonyms and antonyms. Explained. I can use the thesaurus and the dictionary correctly to define the new difficult words or unfamiliar words. I connected. I can make connections to decide on the most suitable synonyms, to replace words in the sentences with, and to point out antonyms. Finally, teach it. I can use the words, their synonyms or antonyms in my writing sentences and paragraphs. So the first activity. What do you mean by using thesaurus? Actually, using thesaurus is to replace the word that you know with a new word that you didn't know in the sentence. So in this example, for example, here we have, he was annoyed by the dull performance. Dull has synonyms and antonyms. One of the synonyms is boring, so we can replace that and it will be, he was annoyed by the boring performance. So we replace the word that we know with a new word, okay, that we don't know. This is just an example, and you have to do an activity about that. Before that activity about thesaurus, you can just access online activity on quizzes. So you can click on the link, or you can scan the code and access your online activity. So here you have questions, okay, and you can choose the right answer. Most of these questions about synonyms and antonyms, and then we can go ahead with an activity related to our vocabulary strategy, which is thesaurus. Okay, back to our presentation. Once you finish, you can score. You can share your score with your classmates through the chat box of Microsoft Teams. Activity number 2. So go to nearpod.com and enter the code, which is AFNXM. However, your English language teacher may provide with different code for you to access this activity. Answer the question, which is use a thesaurus to find more interesting words or more interesting synonyms for one of the following words. So here you have a list of words, okay? Run, nice, home, pretty, talk. So you have to find more interesting words or synonyms for these words, or you can just find antonyms for these words, okay? So let's go to Nearpod and put or enter that or this code. Join. So here you have to type your name, join session. So here I can just write, for example, the word run. Okay, then I can give more interesting, such as rush. Okay, or other synonyms that you can suggest for a word. Okay, so do this activity, then submit, post your answer for your teacher and classmates to discuss later on. Back to our presentation. Here we have questions time. So if you have any question, you can go ahead and unmute your mic and ask your teacher if you are attending a live session, or you can leave a comment on your chat box of Microsoft Teams, or you can use Edmodo and contact your teacher to ask any question and to explain anything which is not clear in the live session or in the presentation. Again, I have to remind you with our homework: read the selection A Shape of a Glass Ruby, review chapter 9 and study chapter 10 of the novel Lord of the Flies, and complete one activity in the read theory, and check the main assignments in the next slide. Now we'll go to the next slide for the assignment. So the main assignment, actually it will be more classwork than an assignment. We will do it in classwork. So choose one of these two assignments and submit your answer in Edmodo, or you can just unmute your mic and explain that to your friends, or do whatever is suitable or as the directions of the teacher. So 1, highlight 10 new words of your choice from the selection, our story, and use a dictionary for meanings or thesaurus for synonyms and antonyms. Use at least 3 words in a sentence or in sentences, and use 4 words in paragraph. Create a paragraph and use 4 words out of these 10 in your writing. The other one is read the selection and highlight at least 10 new words. Send a video made by you explaining these new words. Include at least one word that show your understanding of the vocabulary strategy, which is using thesaurus, multiply meaning words, synonyms and antonyms. Okay, so here you can create your video and you can share that in the live session, which is to explain to your friends your understanding of the strategy. Exit ticket. Type that in your chat box. What do you use thesaurus for? Write down 2 new words you learned today, and along with their synonyms and antonyms. That's all for today, and next time it's your turn to do your live session explanation for your classmates. Okay, back again to our presentation. You do. Learning intention is to take turns to present your assignment to your classmate. Which assignment? Actually, as I said, it's more classwork than assignment. The one that here we said, which is main assignment, that you can highlight 10 words, or you can create a video explaining these unfamiliar words to your classmates using or showing your understanding of the strategy, which is using thesaurus. Okay, so success criteria, how you can achieve that: name it, listen to your classmates presenting their assignments, explain it, write questions for the speakers. Connect it is to compare the presentations of your classmates, and teach it is to provide a constructive feedback of their work. Now, you have 2 minutes. Just type in the chat box something that you do remember, a point that you, or an idea that you remember in our previous session, which is about vocabulary strategy. Now, next, presentation rules. You have 3 minutes for each participant to present his topic. Students will take turns to talk. Teacher will choose one or who will present. Students who are presenting need to share their screens. Each student has only 3 minutes to present his topic or his work. Okay, after that, exit ticket. On a paper or a Word document, write the following, or you can just directly write that in the chat box of Microsoft Teams, or you can share that if you are not attending online session, live session. You can just go to Edmodo and share that in Edmodo with your teacher. 4, I have mastered new ideas and techniques that can help me during my online learning journey. 3, you can just write, I learned new ways. What are these new ways that can help you go through the online journey just fine? 2, I learned new ways that can help but I still feel I need help to go through the online journey. Okay, so what is the thing that you still need more help? Okay, number one is I'm lost and I don't know what to do. Okay, just type that in the chat box, as I said, or in your or you can unmute your mic and talk to everyone in the live session. Thank you so much. And again, if you have any question, contact your English language teacher, or you can just leave your comments on Edmodo or in the chat box of Microsoft Teams. Thank you so much, and Assalamu alaikum.